Welcome back to Raw is Retro. I'm your host, Lord Manny Hayes. He is.
Marcus the Grand Finale.
And we're back for some more Raw is Retro. So this episode is the 21st of September 1998, coming out of Sacramento, the Arco Arena. Does that still exist, Marcus?
I think that's where the Kings still play, but if not, then damn.
It's probably been renamed, right?
I'm sure it's not named after Arco. It's probably the crypto Bitcoin arena or the Dogecoin arena or some shit like that. That's where we're at. Stadium and arena names.
Yeah. So this show kicks off with a new it's not new. It's I think it's temporary, I think. Temporary announce team of Shane McMahon and Jim Cornette. According to these notes, Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler were away working on the film Man on the Moon.
Yeah, it's brought up by Shane and Cornette, right? I was like, they're working on a movie, and it was like, I guess. And then there's a weird joke randomly in there. It's like Jim Ross goes to the movies a lot and sends it to the third row. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Can I just say, Shane McMahon on commentary brought the energy of a Pat McAfee because I was entertained the whole way through it.
Because I think he was the play-by-play guy because we didn't have one.
But Jim Cornette wasn't even that annoying either.
No, it was Shane McMahon, my pops. This guy, he has a plan and all this is my pops. He has my dad. It's cool. Sorry. I love this guy, Dad. I'm sorry. And all this phonetic energy that he brought. Yeah. And it was almost a throwback of when Vince was on commentary, except for if Vince was on cocaine.
So the show starts with The Rock making his way to the ring, and we see that McMahon, Mankind, and Ken Shamrock are already there. Vince lets Steve Austin know he better think twice if he planned on laying a hand on him tonight. That's when his business partners or his insurance policy, The Undertaker and Kane, appear on the entrance ramp.
I think at this point, the Undertaker and Kane need to sue the APA for stealing their original business plan with McMahon. That's all this is. Except for they're a lot worse at it. They're horrible at this job.
Yeah, he reiterates his plan, his master plan of Steve Austin not leaving Breakdown in your house with the WWF champion, and he's put Steve Austin in a tag match tonight with a mystery opponent. But
go ahead.
But the partner cannot be the three men in the ring.
Yes. None of the three. They're like, what the hell? No, it has to be any of them. Instead, Mr. Man comes up with a plan to say, you guys will be busy in a triple threat match, which we're throwing out. I didn't realize how much they threw these out in the 90s. I feel like they threw about more now. But no, they threw them out in the 90s every single week, it seems like. A triple threat match where the winner is the new number one contender.
Yeah.
What a plan. I love it when a plan comes together.
I mean,
nobody.
Vince just keeps adding things to his original plan. Why is he adding tiers to his plan?
It's layers. This man has been playing this for weeks. This man's playing checkers. I mean, playing chess, not checkers. That's what he's at right now. Also, was this the official turn of the aesthetic of Raw? Like, I feel like they got the modern Raw look because they use that camera angle a lot now. And then I think the bike rails are gone officially. This may be the first the bike rails are gone. Like, this looked like the updated Raw. Like, they didn't have the steel ramp coming down. It was like, oh, this is kind of what Raw looks like today. Like, it's really updated compared to the smoky.
No, I think they kept the steel ramp. I think they kept the steel ramp well into the 2000s, I think.
No, it was gone in this episode, though.
No, yeah, they just keep changing it up because they just come back from Raw on Saturdays as well, where the stage wasn't really set. It was like a weird pay-per-view kind of setting where they just walked to the ring, but they had to turn a corner as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got the first match of the night, which is Billy Gunn versus Jeff Jarrett with Southern Justice. But did you get the initial thing of, we're trying to make Billy Gunn a thing here?
Yeah. right away. Like you get this going, like, oh, they're hyping up Billy Gunn, and then like I see where this is going. This is the height of Billy Gunn's. This is his push. This is
Yeah,
his push
dude,
coming
this was the
tonight.
push because this match was really good. This match was too good. It just kind of looked like they were pushing him into a singles run.
Yeah, and they even gave him mic time to do the Road Dogs intro.
Yeah,
With cue cards. Which Tony Khan, please take hit from Billy Gunn when you're reading cue cards. Just know what you're gonna say. That comes out more natural. So
Marcus, we're doing this in the future.
yeah. But I'm sure this reference would have happened. What 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Tony Khan, or anytime Tony Khan talks to the camera. Hi, I'm Tony Khan. Tony Khan did it better.
So he hits the rocket dropper to mount a comeback. He misses a stinger splash, though the ref gets a thumb to the eye. Why? Here comes the guitar. Tim White managed to pull the guitar away, and then reverse neck breaker for the 3 count. Reverse neck breaker won the match.
I don't understand why it was a reverse neck breaker. I feel like it was just a regular neck breaker, right?
Yeah.
Right? It wasn't really reverse. It was like, oh, it was a neck breaker. I feel like that's what I call it. Billy Gunn starting off the night hot.
Yeah.
Where does it lead him?
The glass breaks. Here comes Steve Austin to the ring. He vents all the odds Vince McMahon is stacking against him. We're talking about Undertaker's allegiance or this business deal, as it's being called with Vince McMahon personally, because Taker is trying to take his WWF title away from him. Even with the stipulations, where Taker is there at breakdown, it's BS. Is basically what he said.
Yeah, it is BS. You're trying to take this title away from me. That is personal. Like it would be, because you're taking money out of my pocket at this point. Like it's not just business that you plan on participating in this match. I think you sold your soul, damn it. You sold your soul for the WWF title at this point. It's ridiculous and it's absurd. How dare you? You and Kane. Why? Like you got the whole logistics behind it makes no sense. Why they have to compete with this? Just like fight, have a whole match.
And then he doesn't care who his mystery partner is, because he doesn't trust anyone anyway. He wraps up the promo by saying not to expect Austin 316 at breakdown, but expect Austin 666. What is it, some super Steve Austin?
Yeah, that's hell mode Steve Austin. Hell mode. I don't even know. We haven't even seen that level. And I don't think we've ever got to see that level of Steve Austin. Hell mode.
We get the Oddities versus the Headbangers. When did the Headbangers turn evil?
They did this episode. It was like, oh, yes.
Why? It was so unnecessary.
Yes, it is, Manny. It was necessary. So necessary. Because one, I don't know if you know this, but I hate deep-rooted hate for the Oddities. And I got to see him on the show, and I went, I hate the Oddities. Just put a bad settling in my stomach. Like whatever I ate earlier, I knew it was going to come up. But they came out, and then when the Headbangers did something, because I don't honestly give a fuck about the Headbangers, but when they started whooping them up, I was like, yeah, get them Headbangers, rip that carpet dog, fuck you Goga and Kurgan, fuck you all, I hate you. And then my only regret is that the Insane Clown Posse wasn't there this week to get the booster asses the same way. That's all the thing. By the way, I feel like the
ICP would have went rogue if they got the boots. They would have went rogue.
I just felt like, the Headbangers whooped a lot of ass. If you think about it, the Oddities are not small. It was only 2 of them, and they beat all of them up.
Well, they beat up Earthquake. Or Golga, but
Golga got his comeuppance for trying to get the South Park rub. Luna got thrown out the ring, which was like, oh, she got beat up.
Luna always got thrown around the ring. It was like unnecessarily thrown around the ring.
Yeah, so I was so happy to see them get theirs and the match being thrown out because the Headbangers lost their dead mind.
So we get the next match, which is the vacant WWE Women's Championship, which has been vacant for 3 years since Alundra Blaze or Medusa threw it in the bin.
Yeah, well, as Jim Cornette said, after the former champion left professional wrestling.
I was like, oh, is this how you're selling it, Jim?
Yeah. But, accurate, but not accurate.
Sable is Sable versus Jacqueline. Why? Why is it these two?
Come on, Manny. You tell me you didn't see the inspiration for every modern wrestler in this match. They were watching this match as young men talking about, I need kick pads and I need to throw kicks in the corner. Like Sable's offense looked like Kenta. She was wrestling like Kenta before Kenta. Before Kenta was even born or was watching wrestling. He was watching Sable versus Jacqueline for the women's title. God, how far has women's wrestling come, by the way. But watching that match going like, you know what? That's going to be my entire gimmick. That's
the fact that you compared Sable to Kenta, I will forever write Sable's name in any form of notes with all capital letters.
But yeah, I was watching Kenta and Bryan Danielson, and I was looking at it. Even CM Punk was watching, going like, that could be me one day. Becoming women's champion.
So Mero ends up tripping Sable and holds her legs as Jackie is on top of Sable for the 3 count and wins the women's title.
Was history made here?
What kind of history are you talking? First black woman?
First black women's champion.
I think so.
It was just, you know what? It just happened. Like, it wasn't a thing. Like, not only did someone win a vacated title after 3 years, it was a black woman. It was like, oh, that happened. It was just like, let's move on.
And then Mero went interviewed by Michael Cole. He feels so old to be saying Michael Cole interviewed there. Mero says he and Jackie are going to Disney World.
Yes. By the way, watching Sable and Mark Merrill's feud go on and on and on to the ends of time as well. It's to me like watching a long episode, the complete entire series of I Love Lucy. I don't know why I compared it to that, but he won't put her in the show. No.
So I thought this would main event Raw. The Undertaker and Kane versus Steve Austin and his mystery partner.
Enough said already main event, right? Like, that was going to keep my ass there. That was the Attitude Era.
Who was his partner, Marcus?
Billy Gunn. Big push Billy Gunn.
Big push Billy Gunn.
Daddy ass himself.
Taker connects. I'm not doing a play-by-play of this match. Taker brings Gunn in the ring. Austin and Kane head to a brawl on the floor where Taker gives Gunn a chokeslam for a 3 count. This is clear. And then this is a bad call, Marcus, because Taker nor Gunn were legal in this match. But Austin blasts both Taker and Kane with chair shots at the end of the match. Now them brothers of destruction, they're pissed.
Yeah, they're pissed. They're pissed at Stone Cold Steve Austin. But Billy Gunn was about to be a thing here. This was it. And this week and then next week, it leads to the solo of Billy Gunn coming looming. Billy Gunn is looming. Yeah.
We get a change the channel to WCW match, which is Southern Justice versus the DOA. You might as well have just watched WCW at this point and not come back.
Gandalf, Manny, I don't know what happened with me, but I have no idea what happened in this match and don't remember this at all. I remember them coming out and I remember it ending. That's it. I don't remember a single moment in this match.
Yeah, that and then this. I thought I was living a fever dream. What followed the next match was the boot camp match between Al Snow and Commissioner Slaughter. I thought I was dreaming this. And I don't know why I'd be dreaming this because I woke up very confused.
Well, what are you confused about? You're at least following this along. Al Snow's been out of work, apparently. I'm getting caught up on all of this. Al Snow's been out of work, and he's fighting for his job against Slaughter. And I was going like, he has to win. Oh, no, it's a boot camp match. You're in trouble, Al. You're in trouble. And I'm also going to say, in this fever dream that you had, Manny, that we shared in this match happening. Good match. I enjoyed it. I don't know why. I thought it saved my life. I was like, oh. This is better than I thought. It was much better than Southern Justice and 8 Ball and them and DOA.
It had to be better than that because no one remembered that.
I wasn't Stars wrestle a smart match. It was like watching Sergeant Slaughter's last match. I can't wait. Conrad Thompson presents last match.
Snow thinks of using a Slaughter's combat boot to hit him in the head, but instead he uses head to get the win. And Al Snow gets to keep his job. And the best run-in ever, Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson jump Al Snow after the bell. But who makes the save? Scorpio.
Okay, so that was random. But the run-in, the attack, post-match by Briscoe and Patterson. Man, Gerald Briscoe had some legs, man. That thing was sprinting and slid into that ring like it was 1945 or whatever the hell he wrestled. It just went. I was like, oh, Gerald Briscoe can still throw hands.
And then we get
people over there.
And then we get our second real man's man, Steven Regal's promo, where he shaves his face in the woods with a straight razor because that's what men do.
Yes. I do not need a mirror. I'm going to use a straight razor, and I'm doing this in the woods. Just don't seem practical to me, Manny. But if that's what a real man does to prove to the world that I am a real man, I am now going to start trimming my beard or shaving entirely my head in the woods. In a flannel shirt.
So we get Val Venis versus Owen Hart. Dustin is on commentary. He's certain Val Venis is going to burn in hell.
I couldn't stop laughing at him on commentary. But he kept going, you're going to burn in hell. I know where you're going. You're going to burn in hell. Every other word was, you're going to burn in hell. Every time he said it. I was once going to that place. I was once going to hell. But now I'm not. Because
he
gets going to hell.
That didn't stop Dustin because he decided to get in the ring within 2 minutes to grab Val Venis. Leading to a DQ.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
Betty, it is 1000% ridiculous. And I didn't know I was going to be watching an episode that is stuck in me and Ryan's head for many years. Because this is one of those episodes where I remember I was laughing about the hell thing. And then I did remember that he attacked him mid-match. And Val Venis gets the upper hand, and Val Venis simply said, I was feeling sorry for he does this. I was feeling sorry for he does a stupid stunt like that. And I was like, oh, this is me and Ryan's favorite moment. Because we were like, yeah, kick his ass. He's trying to do something really stupid right now. And I still don't know who I'm supposed to side with on this one. The man that has committed adultery or the man that interrupted the match.
And then this leads to the segue of the Val's next film, Something About Terry. And I mean, is Val working too hard at this point? He's pumping out movies like no one business, pun intended.
Val's ahead of his time. He's not pumping out movies already. He's doing porno clips. He's ahead of his time. Where he's just gonna have you go check out the clip and then for the full video.
Dustin's tied up in the ropes as he watches this and is literally crying. And then Val finishes telling Dustin that Terry Fiddles was so tender.
Oh man, how dare he? How dare he? Was this the night where, or is this the next night where? Oh no, that's the next one. Never mind.
So we move into a European Championship match between D'Lo Brown versus X-Pac. Yeah, X-Pac's the new European champion. The match is fine. I just don't like X-Pac.
No, I was really disappointed by the finish because I went, oh, D'Lo. My whole history is the European title and D'Lo are synonymous. And I don't recall anybody else carrying that title, to be honest. So when D'Lo just lost, I went, what? Like he hit the low down, he hit all his moves, and I was like, D'Lo's winning, right? And then he just dives at him, and X-Pac does a non-wrestling move. Basically, D'Lo just dives to the ground and loses, and I go, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I cancel my WWE Network subscription right away.
So we get we're over here in the main event where it's The Rock versus Mankind and Ken Shamrock. For the winner getting a WWF title shot. This match has already beaten last week's 12 minutes as this went 12 minutes and 30.
Yes. They're adding more wrestling to the show. As Jim Cornette said, if you want to go watch 89-year-old Jurassic Man go wrestle, you go to the other channel. This is where the real wrestlers go.
I'm not sure people came back. I'm not sure people actually came back from watching Southern Justice and DOA.
It's really hard to come back from that. Oh man, click, what's going on? Okay, I'll watch Hooper 2 Girl versus Alex Wright. I have to.
I don't. How did this match end? Rock sends Shamrock to the floor for Taker and Kane to unload on him. That sounds wrong. Once Shamrock is incapacitated, Undertaker and Kane go back after the Rock. He gets beaten down by both brothers, leading to double chokeslam. With all three contenders down and out, this match ends in a no contest. There is no winner. And then Steve Austin walks down and assaults Vince McMahon before he is run off by his Kane and the Undertaker, which means it just proves they are terrible at this job of protecting Vince McMahon.
Yeah. I mean, I would their resume. I would like to see their resume. I'll do the background check. I'm sure Vince McMahon will give them no recommendations. They got a 2-star review on Yelp from Vince McMahon. It's his horrible job. Austin has got to him. Everybody's getting to him. It's ridiculous. It's insane.
I didn't watch Breakdown, but it featured Owen Hart versus Edge, Too Much versus Scorpio and Al Snow. None of these matches make sense because none of these were leading to any of this on Raw. Mark Mero versus Darren Drozoff, or Droz for short.
What hype did I get for any of these matches on this Raw?
Falls Count Anywhere between Vader and Bradshaw. I didn't know that was happening. D'Lo Brown versus Gangrel. The cage match between The Rock versus Mankind versus Ken Shamrock.
Why did D'Lo fight Gangrel?
The Rock lays on top of The Rock wins. I think The Rock wins for the 1-2.
He wins. He becomes the number one contender.
Yeah. Val Venus versus Dustin Runnels. Val Venus wins with the money shot.
Yeah,
there are a lot of matches on this. Talk about AEW nonsense.
But these matches are going 2 minutes long. You know it. You know these matches have no substance. There you go. You got 5 minutes, and they're cutting matches for time too, just to get it under 2.5 hours or whatever.
We got a trios match with the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac versus Jeff Jarrett and Southern Justice. X-Pac gets hit with the guitar, and X-Pac is now selling like he got a splinter in his eye. He's been blinded.
He got that Apollo Crews eye going for him, but he don't want to see that.
And then the nonsense of the WWF Championship match main event, which is Steve Austin versus essentially Kane and The Undertaker. This match ends in a who the hell is the champion, because both after a double chokeslam to Steve Austin, both of them cover Steve Austin. So no one knows who's champion because Vince McMahon comes out and walks off with the belt.
Yes. You have to tune in tomorrow night. Tune in tomorrow night. And I would be really upset by a finish like that. And I paid my hard-earned money. My money is gone. I shouldn't have bought this pay-per-view. I should have known better. The pay-per-view was called Breakdown, and now I am broke.
Broke down. So MVP, match of the night for Raw.
I'm going. Oh, you go ahead.
No, I'm giving it to Steve Austin as mystery opponent.
Oh, is this MVP or match of the night? I'm sorry.
Match of the night first.
Okay. Match of the night. I got the triple threat match. That was a really good match. I was like, oh, this is good.
MVP. Who have you got?
I gotta go with I'm an ass man for doing 2 matches and stepping up to beginning that push. To be Steve Austin's mystery partner. He has to.
Yeah, 100%.
But also, honorary mention to Joe Briscoe for going out there and putting the hands. Honorary mention.
Mine is Billy Gunn as well, and I'm sure if Ross was here, without question, it would have been Billy Gunn because that's his boy. That it was okay episode of Raw, except for that middle bit, which I thought was a fever dream, which I was having.
As I give the triple threat match, it was nudged out by Sergeant Slaughter and Al Snow. Because I remember I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta do matches of the night for these things. So the first one, I didn't honestly remember that, but the second episode I had to watch, this one, I was like, oh, I have to remember who's match of the night. And so I immediately I went with Slaughter and Al Snow until I got to the triple threat match. I was like, well, good. Thank God.
So that wraps up this episode of Raw is Retro. If you want to help us on the road to 400 or the road to the Goblet of Fire, just like the video and subscribe. Follow us on all our socials, which are above Marcus's head. And if you want to email the show, if you want to talk about Roy's Retro, whatever, email the show. I've even allowed people to start sending in thumbnails. Yeah, email the show at thesharpshooters@gmail.com and make sure, and also go to thesharpshooters.com and donate to the show.
Yeah. Keep this going. Keep this going. Keep this gravy train going. I know it's going to go without your donations, but keep it going longer. Yes.
Yeah, help us buy more gravy.
Yeah. How are we going to keep this gravy train going if, we don't have money to buy more gravy? I'm just saying.
Yeah. So on that note, I've been Lord Manny Hayes. He's been
Marcus the Grand Finale.
And it's goodbye from us. Bye.